Welcome to Dicejunkies, and this is Perception Check, episode 18, where we talk about Starship Troopers, Black Panther, and we say goodbye to Adam West. I'm here with
Q.
Damien.
And I'm Xenodamus. Hope you enjoy. So,
Man, I'm always going to rep Dicejunkies. The greatest of rabbits. Well, I don't know. Bunnicula was pretty...
Cute
Come on, I couldn't be the only person that didn't grow up on those books, man.
oh,
You know you read Bunnicula.
all right. Let's get to the news.
Okay, we're going to act like it's just me. Okay, fuck y'all. No, go ahead. I had a childhood. Screw
Actually, I
y'all.
was just segmenting into our show.
Oh,
So, let's get to the news.
go for it.
All right, so we have Starship Trooper, Traitor of Mars. It's supposed to be in theaters on one night only that's August 21st.
Yep.
So the trailer's up. It looks really good. I'm interested in it.
I thought it looked excellent. I was a little bit worried, and I think I mentioned this to you earlier when we saw it. I was a little bit worried because you know what they've done to Starship Troopers.
Oh yeah, no, I saw Starship Troopers 2 and
Yeah.
3.
Wait a minute, there was a 2 and a 3?
Oh,
No.
no.
Oh, okay.
But I was a little bit worried about it. But when I watched the trailer, I can't wait, man. I can't wait. It looks awesome. And the big question, and I want to see what happens next.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
you know.
The way and not to give too much away,
Yeah,
but the way that the trailer ended gave me a little bit of concerns. A name got brought up, but it could mean a lot of things.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah, and they do that thing on purpose to
Yeah,
get those questions going. So I don't want to read too deep into it.
Definitely.
But our disappointment will be shared if it is so.
Yeah. I mean, really though, this is one of those things because, like I said, I'm a big fan of the first one. So I'm either going to be I'll be either super disappointed or super excited. You know,
yeah.
there is no middle ground on this.
Yeah.
Either you do it right or you don't. And I want to see them do it right.
Yeah.
I really want to see them do it right.
And for what we've seen so far, it looks right.
Yeah. You got anything to say on that one, Q? Or
Just throwing out my theories, if I'm right. I'm thinking bug brainwashing or bug clone. If you haven't seen the trailer, then you know that's why you don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So next we have Dungeons and Dragons, or not Dungeons and Dragons. Wizard of the Coast has Magic the Gathering, and they have teamed up with Cryptic Studios for a new MMORPG. So that is apparently in development. It was recently announced that Cryptic was doing it. I know, Damien, you're sort of a fan of Magic the Gathering, or used to be.
Mm-hmm.
A lot fewer time ago than I was. Like, I was a fan of it, but that was way longer time ago.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I've done. I've played with cards, and a lot of my stuff recently has been Magic the Gathering Online. And I don't know if you remember it, but there was basically an open world game that was Magic the Gathering, and your little character walked around, and you would go to different places, and you would fight and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was the Planeswalker game.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but that was an actual open world. That's been the most favorite game that I've ever played of Magic the Gathering, aside from, of course, the actual online tournament card game. But the rest of the games themselves were just card games.
Yeah.
So when you told me that they were going to do an open world game, I was kind of excited, and then I saw who's doing it. And that kind of tempers that a little bit.
Well, who's doing it? It starts off free to play, which to me, and the way that Magic has gone lately, just screams pay to win.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's my biggest concern. Is I'm just like, it's just going to be a money sink. I'm not going to enjoy it because I can't see myself sinking a ton of money into the game.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Q. I sunk a ton of money into Magic Online,
Well, no, and that's why I stopped playing Magic was because of the investment.
Right. And if this game is anything like that, then I'm not going to play it.
And at least the investment of the physical cards I could resell.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to really do anything with these.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's
go ahead, Q.
I was just going to weigh in to back y'all up on the other end of it, as I've actually dealt with Dungeons and Dragons MMOs. I played nearly all of them to some degree, and they lean heavy toward pay-to-win microtransactions.
Yeah.
Like, so unfortunately, if Magic, I'm not a Magic guy, that's why I was shutting the hell up. But now that I'm looking at who's doing it, I'm like, oh man, you've got one company that's known for going pay-to-win, another company that's known for going, we want your money, because from what I've heard, correct me if I'm wrong about Magic, they used to put out whole card sets and then outlaw them right after everybody's bought them.
Well,
like they would get knocked out.
It depended on the tournament and stuff like that. The way they normally did those, there was open tournaments where you could use cards dating back to the beginning of, and then you have some where there was just the banned cards you had to worry about because there were some cards that were just too powerful, and then there's some that are just okay. The past 2 years of series or the past year of series is all you can play. And then there's the one where you go in and you buy the latest deck and the latest boosters and you make the thing on the spot and do. I mean,
that sounds profitable.
It's all a very big money sink. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, to me, if I was going to play Magic again, I would do that one, though, where I go in, I buy the cards, I play the game, and I know a couple of friends of mine who do still play. And that's what they do. They go to the shop, they'll buy the starter pack with some boosters, and they'll play the game. And then when the tournament's over, they turn around and sell the cards to other people that are there. Sometimes making more than what they paid for it, sometimes not coming off. Depends on what cards they drew, obviously.
It's a little bit better, I guess. Because one of our mutual friends is where I got that from. Just a little background. So I'm not making it up. He said he went back to playing Magic and found his entire deck was almost completely considered tournament legal.
Most of the tournaments do have certain banned cards and stuff like that, and are within a span of time.
Yeah. And see, I play Standard, and right now I could go back to my online account, and most of those that are in my Standard deck are not any good anymore.
Yeah.
Because the time has gone past what it was when I had it.
To run on through, just so you know what Cryptic has made, they're the ones that made Dungeons & Dragons Neverwinter, which is a free-to-play MMO. They also did Star Trek Online. They did Champions Online, which I'm not familiar with.
I've heard good things about Champions Online.
And now they're doing Magic. So
we'll have to see.
Yeah.
That's definitely not a game I'm going to pre-order anything on, though.
Well, it's free to play anyway.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's something that we can jump on there, we can check it out, see if it's any good.
Yeah, some dude comes along with a little squeaky voice and stomps you to the ground. You can be like, his mom bought him.
There's ways to do free to play. There's those that do it with cosmetic stuff and stuff that really doesn't game change, and those I respect. And I'll actually usually spend more money on those than I would one that because I respect them, and I was like, I'll buy some cosmetic stuff just to support this.
Yeah, you're right there. I will do cosmetics. I'm not doing any game changing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Now this next one, Black Panther teaser trailer came out. We watched it. To me, I thought it looked awesome. I'm excited about this movie.
I'm not going to say I'm excited. It looked really good. I'm not a Black Panther fan, but the trailer looked really good.
You haven't really jumped out there to go see any of the movies immediately. Now, me and Q will most likely go out there, watch this one, and come and do a review right after because it is on our list. You know,
it looked good, but I mean, I want to get a couple more trailers under my belt. But I have to admit, because I'm trying not to be too excited until I see what they're going to do with it. Yeah. Definitely, they're not shying away from showing the African cultures there. I saw a lot of different cultural groups mixed in together to a certain degree. Mm-hmm. But then I also saw, looks like it's going to take place in a modern setting too. So it doesn't look like everything's just going to be tribal. Yeah. It looks like they're going to be running around and maybe even outside of Wakanda for a while. But the action looked good.
Most of the trailer looked like it was outside of Wakanda, so
a couple of shots I saw from knowing his backstory. There's a couple of scenes from his backstory I saw in there.
Oh yeah, no, there was definitely some shots from Wakanda. I'm just saying that the majority of the trailer was not.
Yep.
Now it was a teaser, and once again, we've always mentioned you can make a trailer to just about any bad movie look good. So it's all about the editing and how well you put a trailer together. But Marvel hasn't really been bad about hardly any of their movies so far. So it being one of the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies sort of gives me some confidence in it anyway.
It looks like it's going to be another good intro, and it looks like it's going to cover some of his backstory as well as getting up to current.
Yeah.
It might, that's what I was looking to try to time date it, and it looks like there's definitely going to be some backstory, and then it looks like it's going to catch up to, but not go really far beyond the current events.
So.
And there were white people in it, so everybody was worried about that. I saw several white people, didn't you?
Oh.
They're the bad guys, but we saw that coming. Like,
well, no, you have the one guy, the guy that played plays Watson on Sherlock. I forget the actor's name, but
yeah, I couldn't place him, but I recognized him. But
he's a good actor. I've seen him in several things. I'm just horrible at names.
I thought he was a Hobbit.
I think he may have been.
Okay.
I don't know that.
okay.
I could be wrong. Anyway, so Diablo 3 Season 11 start date was revealed. Now, we also know that the Necromancer pack is supposed to come out for Season 11. Mm-hmm. So, being that the current season, Season 10, will be ending June 23rd, and the new season starts July 20th, we can assume somewhere between the 23rd and the 20th, we'll get that Necromancer pack.
Yep.
Now you've kept up more with it than I have. You have anything extra on that?
Not really. I mean, I'm of course anxious to see it released and be able to actually get my hands on it outside of beta. But I think that you're right because you're the one that came up with the idea it would be earlier. Because that way that'll give us a chance to do some testing before the season. Because once the season starts, you don't want to broke Necromancer.
Yeah. Well, because the season, there's so much competition and stuff during the season, and you put something out there that's broken one way or another, it can screw up the entire rating and ranking of the season.
Leaderboards will just go to hell.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's our release date for season 11, and we're looking forward to it.
I know you got a video out on this, but it's a quick question. Final opinions on the Necromancer?
Oh boy, that's a very deep question.
I know they can go get the full. I know you can go get the full one. I also wanted to give you a little short.
Here's the thing: I haven't done the opinion video because I just.
Yeah, I mean we have a video on the different sets and some footage of the Necromancer and stuff like that. But to me, there's some really broken stuff still.
Broken good, broken bad.
Like there's a I can't die build for the Necromancer.
Broken good.
So that sort of hurts a lot of the overall trying to figure out where the Necromancer stands and everything.
Yeah,
so.
You can't get a good test when he's immortal.
True.
So
because I'm just curious if this is going to be the Necromancer is good enough for me to buy Diablo 3 for that class.
It's all going to depend on how they fix this bug.
Yeah.
Because I've seen them where they fix a bug and completely destroy everything, and I've seen them where they actually just fix the bug. It's a 50-50 shot with Blizzard. 50-50. So
I'm looking forward to your final. Because I don't own Diablo 3, but I love Necromancers enough that it can sell me this game.
Yeah. I will say this for you. The Necromancer is a lot of fun to play. I do like a lot of the abilities. I don't like a lot of the set pieces, and I don't like it being broken.
Gotcha.
All right. Now the sad news that this past week, Adam West, TV's Batman, died at age 88. So,
I will put this out there real quick before we get too in depth. He made it to 88.
He did. And I think that's why this one. It's not like Princess Leia,
Carrie
Carrie
Fisher.
Fisher.
I'm sorry.
No, for many people, she will always be Princess Leia.
But it's not like Carrie Fisher, who died at a relatively young age. 88's a good amount of time to live.
He had a damn good run.
I mean, it sucks either way. I mean, no matter if you make it to 88, 100, or whatever, when you die, it sucks. But at least we don't feel like we were shortchanged on Adam West.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To speak on Adam West, the most amazing thing about Adam West to me was that I was not a fan back in the days of the TV Batman, but Adam West just is such an amazing.
Live back in the days in the TV.
It was still showing on TV. I've seen it, but he was a cool old guy, man. Like he was so cool. I just started really liking him the more I saw him, and his attitude was amazing. This was a guy who was funny, not arrogant at all, just can make fun of himself, everything. And every time I saw him, he was endearing. Even after Family Guy started to suck really bad, every time Adam West showed up, it made it a good episode, because it's like, and it could just be Adam West says one or two lines, you're like, Adam West.
Well, I mean, anytime you see any footage of him at one of the cons, you see where he guest stars on some show like Big Bang Theory or whatever. It didn't matter. It was still awesome.
I know.
He came off just Adam fucking West.
Yeah. Now, the one thing that, and I mentioned this to you earlier, one thing that I liked about it, Batman is the Dark Knight. Mm-hmm. And I told you, he was actually called, and he called himself, the Bright Knight. And I love that about him, because he wanted to bring joy to people through Batman.
Yeah.
And I really, really enjoyed that, and I really liked the guy. So, there we go.
Last thing we got is Cowboy Bebop is returning as a live action series. Now, this is way early in production, so it could still fall through. But it was announced by the studio that they have a writer who's doing the adaptation and everything, and it is planned to go forward.
Mm-hmm. And we have confirmed this on multiple websites.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's still way early. Things could fall through. But this is one, like I told you guys, when we did the anime, what's your favorite anime? And I was like, oh, Cowboy Bebop. Yeah. So I'm really, anxious to see it.
Mm. I think Variety is the one that broke this one and put it out there. But Tomorrow Studios is supposed to partnership with ITV Studios and Marty Aldenstein. And then you have the executive produced by Sunrise Incorporated, which is the studio responsible for the original animated.
Mm-hmm. Which that's big to me.
Yeah, and then Chris Yost will write the adaptation. So... like I said, there's no actors or anything announced yet. There's no nobody has picked it up yet. Like I said, there's no TV network or streaming network behind this as of right now that's been announced. So,
but they're definitely lining their ducks up.
Yeah. So I'm really excited about that. I think that's cool. That's cool. So that pretty much ties us up for the news. I mean, I don't think anybody else or anything else in the news want to say anything about these before we close the segment.
So the key part is, at least with the original animated studio being involved, I think they're going to stay true to the style and theme. Mm-hmm. You won't see that crazy director habit of when somebody goes, I want to make a movie about this animated or this comic book, and then they just take the story and they get it all wrong. So that's a good sign. We should at least get a story-accurate live action. Yeah. Casting, though, man, sometimes our wonderful, talented brothers over in Japan and Korea get some weird casting choices going on. So I'm curious to see who they're going to put in here.
Oh, yeah, we'll see.
Well, there's only one that's going to work. That's Jackie Chan.
God.
I was going to say I
wanted to beat him to the punch on Liam Neeson.
I don't know where Jackie Chan would fit in.
Jackie Chan is an amazing actor, but unfortunately, he's gotten a little bit past his age to play the main character.
I got what you were doing. You didn't want Liam Neeson.
Sadly, I hate to say it, but he could not play Spike. He'd have to play... he couldn't do Spike, man. We need a younger guy for Spike.
He could play the dog.
Moving on.
All right, guys.
So the dog does have a particular set of skills.
Oh, God.
Oh, the dog's the smartest character in the show and is badass.
So basically what you just said is my thing backfired.
Yeah. All right, guys. That's good for the news. Hey, guys. Thanks for watching this episode. Be sure to like, subscribe, and down below we have a description with all of our social media. Check that out. You can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, Google+. All the links are down there. You can see some behind-the-scenes stuff, as well as, just whenever we're posting something, we always post to those medias as well. Also, you can look over to the side here, and we'll have some links to some other videos you might want to check out, as well as below you'll see the Dicejunkies icon where you can click to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.